UMass Chief of Police spoke at a community forum last night where he addressed some of this past weekend's alleged out-of-control partying, including assaults on police officers with glass bottles. So as you can see, the snow has tapered off this morning, but crews have been working all night long to get the roads in drivable conditions. That being said, it is still very windy, and if you are going to go out today, please be careful. Crews say they saw rocks and sand here in the river, but rains from earlier this week made water levels rise quickly. For Cindy, managing her finances became a priority not just for peace of mind, but also because she's looking to buy a house. While the emphasis on health services remains important for elders, increasingly, so is the quality of living. While meningitis could break out anywhere, students on college campuses are at a slightly greater risk, especially those living in dormitories. So make sure to get yourself vaccinated. Sergeant Delaney says where there's prostitution, there's drug use. So releasing the name of Johns is just one way he's trying to make the city safer. Dining commons like this one cater to students' every needs. With a pizza bar, salad bar, even a gluten-free section, there's something for everyone. It's no wonder why the Princeton Review voted UMass third in the country for campuses with the best food. It certainly is delicious. The tobacco ban will prohibit all smoking and tobacco-related products on campus. Professor of microbiology and member of the University Health Council, Wilmar Weebly, is one of the many who is working to develop the ban.
What we have is a policy that says that UMass will be tobacco-free in 2013. What we're working on now is what that policy will look like.
UMass will join the other 530 tobacco-free campuses in the country on July 1st, 2013. The ban will affect everyone, from students and faculty to visitors just passing through, making popular smoking spots like this one virtually non-existent. Smoking is the #1 preventable cause of death in the United States, responsible for almost 450,000 deaths each year. The health benefits of a tobacco-free campus are clear.
Secondhand smoke causes about 50,000 United States citizens to die each year. So secondhand smoke is not a simple or simplistic problem. Moreover, we now know that there's third-hand smoke, which is the cigarette smoke that is left in carpets and drapes and other things that you smell in an elevator. And we now know that that causes significant health problems.
Despite all of the potential benefits of a tobacco-free campus, students are skeptical about the actual effectiveness of the ban.
I don't think there's going to be enough people to really enforce the people who are just going to smoke anyway and who actually are serious smokers. So I don't know, I just don't think the ban is really going to do much.
Smoker Samantha McDonough worries that the ban might have a negative effect not just on the students but also on the people who work on campus.
It's not really fair to, if you think about the people that work in the DCs, they have to go on smoke breaks, but they have to leave campus now. And I don't know, it's taking away that from them, and I don't think it's going to have any effect.
However, the ban's main objective is not necessarily to stop people from smoking, but rather to keep people from smoking on campus.
Support somebody who says, I don't want to quit smoking, I know what their health defects are, but I don't want to quit. That's fine with that person. But you shouldn't then be able to put another person in harm's way by exposing them to secondhand smoke.
Penalties for those caught smoking on campus are still being discussed. For those who are looking for help to quit smoking, the Tobacco Free Initiative has also provided a full-time tobacco treatment specialist on campus. For UVC 19, I'm Lindsay Poole.
Good morning, New Beginnings.
Like many, Cindy Rivera, the family service coordinator at New Beginnings Daycare Center, found herself struggling with debt.
When you're young, you don't think about, 10 years down the line and what you plan on doing. And sometimes that just comes back to haunt you.
So she decided to take her finances into her own hands by enrolling in credit counseling classes at the Springfield Partners for Community Action, an investment she says is really paying off.
It's a couple hours a week, but what the information you get out of it is really life-changing.
If you're still having trouble managing your debt, another option is to contact a credit counseling agency, like Cambridge Credit Counselors in Agawam.
More clients have contacted us recently for budgeting advice. They've had losses of income. Furlough days are a new thing that we're running into.
The key to handling your debt, according to Zalicki, is be proactive. For some people, taking the first step and asking for help can be the hardest.
Contact a credit counseling agency like ourselves here, and get a counseling session done. Really get a good picture of where they're at, and then get some advice from a certified counselor.
That plan all starts with a budget, and with more and more people searching for help with their debt, it's important to know what to look for.
Make sure the company's nonprofit. Nonprofit doesn't always mean, no or low fees. Some companies do abuse that, so fees are something you want to be leery of.
In addition, you should check the Better Business Bureau and make sure the company you choose is highly rated. It should also be approved by the U.S. Department of Justice. Bottom line, make sure you do your research. In Springfield, Lindsay Poole, ABC 40. This was the scene in Southwest, UMass's largest residential area following the loss of the New England Patriots to the Giants in the Super Bowl. The dozens of videos taken of the disturbance went viral, and the Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, Jean Kim, is worried that the reputation of the school might suffer.
If you take the post-Super Bowl event, it really involved a very small percentage of our student body. But because it got such a press, people who don't know us, the outsiders, may think that that's all of UMass or all of the students.
However, student opinion on the subject is mixed. Some, like Sean Adley, are not concerned.
I don't think it was a really big deal. Everyone just kind of went out to go have some fun. I mean, it's a big game, New York rivalry, New England, get a lot of fans here, so.
Others, like freshman Brian Tuma, agree with Kim and are also worried about the future of UMass.
I definitely don't think it helped. If you Google UMass riots, you can find things from the past few years. I think that's what a lot of people did. This one was different because it was planned. A lot of them in the past have been spontaneous, but as to how it helps our reputation in terms of that, I don't think it helps.
The university does have experience with riots in the past. Most famously are the riots that occurred in 2004 after the Red Sox defeated the New York Yankees to win the World Series. Since then, the school has been on a feverish path to redemption through major construction projects and increasingly competitive admission standards.
I think what we really need is some sort of a culture change here as a campus, that it is not okay to misbehave yourself in such an extent on issues that's not even that important politically or socially.
Criminal and disciplinary actions are underway against the 13 students who were arrested. In addition, footage of the riots is still under investigation and further arrests are not out of the question. For UBC 19, I'm Lindsay Poole.